The hair is falling out. Toxic substances and hair loss. I'll leave the hyperlink below. Signs and symptoms. Okay. This is about heavy metals. Hair loss is one of many possible signs of toxic exposure. Neurological symptoms like numbness occurring, tingling in the extremities occurring, loss of coordination occurring, mood-related problems. That's always been there. Other are common indicators of heavy metal poisoning. Other possible symptoms of various toxic exposures include joint pain occurring and swelling occurring, skin rash, okay, that's not there, chronic fatigue occurring, and cognitive difficulties occurring. So this is probably a result of that toxicity. To me, I look at these things as a sign that Satan is the winner. And the people that worship him and do these bad things are the victors. And they will always be the victors on earth. Unless something changes in a very, very short period of time, like drastically within the next year, they will always be the victors. Was it like a Simpsons episode in '94? No, it was like '96, where they predicted the 9/11 destruction of the World Trade Center. We had, I think Bart Simpson went like this. This is number 2. Number 2 is me. Number 1 is God. Number 2 is me. I'm not the devil and I'm not Satan. But I am number 2. I just posted an egocentric video as a joke, but it's not me really. The eye, the all-seeing eye on top of the pyramid is nothing evil, although the people probably try to turn it into evil. That's God, right? You see, like Lady Gaga go like this. I can't close that eye. Okay. Like that. That's Lady Gaga saying she loves God and loving like number 2 as well, which is me. Plus, she loves Nebraska, from what I hear. Yeah, kind of. Boy, how do we market her? Over the top. She's pretty talented. Not satanic. That's a lie. She's satanic. These sorts of things are promoted by, well, they're actually promoted by the record label. It's a way of marketing. Uh, Stairway to Heaven and by Led Zeppelin is a song about two things, really. Julius Caesar and his civilization in an attacking of the Celtic Druid priesthood class. And we're talking like war and elimination by Caesar and civilization versus nature. And the second part that they put in there, and they took a line straight from the New Testament, is like the Jesus story. They threw in the Jesus story in there as well, in the song "Stairway to Heaven." And "A New Day Will Dawn." That's in Matthew. That's part of the New Testament. So these sorts of stories, songs, the traditional thought with regard to them is that they don't sell all that well. You have a market niche that it could sell to, small market niche, but that's well, it's small. So they try to market it in other ways. So they made pretend that like Page and Plant were satanic. I met those guys. They're very cool people. And that if you play it backwards, it says "My Sweet Satan." And you get Christian people that go along and market it as well. They're part of the marketing. If you play it backwards, it says "My Sweet Satan." It's record label hoopla. But yeah, so the hair going bye-bye, kind of happening kind of quickly. The reason for this is because my mind disseminates all truthful information out to all of humanity. So if there are people that are up to no good, and I'm onto them, and I'm disseminating it out through telepathy to the rest of humanity, like Occupy Wall Street, and like everyone, such as it's the banks that own our politicians, and they're trying to collapse our economy. Well, it might be in their interest to eliminate me then. To set conditions up to make them ripe in the local area, whereby I get blamed for perhaps the murder of certain people in the local community, to set up a murderous rage and the conditions ripe for that, so that I could be eliminated. I think I got another year of life in me. All you occupiers out there, you can only there's only so much you can do with regards to the big banking interests. I really hate Goldman Sachs, knowing some of the stuff that they were about, like what they did with the price of oil. How Lloyd Blankfein and members in the organization itself dumped all their stock in BP a couple weeks before the BP oil disaster. That's indicative of pre-knowledge, which is indicative of guilt. I just want to see Goldman Sachs just go bye-bye. And these sorts of things occur when the ruling elite try to consolidate power, and we get big banks that go under and get absorbed by others in a quest for power. Goldman Sachs has come up with this sort of model where they put like people into office into like the Federal Reserve and close to our president, and they've relied on this and this seemingly too much, whereby they've completely lost sight of the basics of business. So I think they're extremely vulnerable. They don't employ nearly as many people, being in a former investment bank is like all the regular commercial banks do. So if they go under, they go under, I'd be very, very happy. Uh, yeah, toxicity. How's that for being a patriot and loving my country, having to deal with all this shit, just so all of you abusers of me can be free. Don't know why I'm doing this. And just like a little side note, Grace Helbig, no, I love you. Even though you like girls, it's like human sexuality is never narrow. You have a nice day.